Welcome to your recap of everything that has gone on in MLS up to date. We'll get you ready for the matches tonight, but we'll first take a look at the weekend that was here in Major League Soccer. And it started off with action on the 2nd, and on Saturday night it was the celebration of Canada Day, albeit a day late. Seattle gets a 2-0 win over Toronto. And then Vancouver and LAFC was your nightcap at BC Place. Goalless until almost the bitter end, and this moment happened, courtesy of our friends at TSN, MLS, and YouTube.
Gold finds some space in the right corner, curls it back, just beyond. And now Blackman trying to feed that back into the area. Cubas! Magnificent! The man of the match should be sure, Andres Cubas.
The Whitecaps deserve. Great ball into the area, and they thought the chance here from Blackman originally might end up causing some problems. It's Ilie Sanchez who gives it away, as once again Cubas blocks that spot, uses his chest to bring it down, and then calmly keys it up with the right foot beyond Trey Paul, and the crowd and the bench.
On your Sunday, handful of action there as well. For your recap of NYCFC and Atlanta United, go ahead and dial up the salty takeaways that are here on the network. So set your alerts every single time that a new program comes out at Soccer Down Here. You will be able to find it out. Go to Spreaker, and you can download the SDH app available for iOS and Android. Late Dom Dwyer goal gave it to shared results at 2s. With Atlanta United down 1-0, down 2-1. They came back twice. Goals by Joseph Martinez and Dom Dwyer. Shared result in the Bronx. Columbus and Philly was a goalless draw. Then same with New England and Cincinnati. A draw, but not goalless. Cincinnati with the action late. Once again, courtesy of our friends at NBC Sports in the Northeast on NESN and YouTube and MLS.
Furious, the card has the Jets' name on it, but the Reds have to defend. Cruz gets it wide. Barrial centers the ball. Look at that reaction. And the follow-up. Absolutely astonishing from the Serb Petrovic. Double save there. Barrial whips it in hard at the near post. The deflection. Alone is a difficult save. But to get back up after that, on the doorstep, Brandon Vasquez is going to want that one back. But fantastic from Petrovic. Wow. Strong wrist, and then continues to move, doesn't give up on the play. Hadwin for Medellin. Well, that was ambitious from Hadwin, and he was asking a lot of Vasquez. The Reds build up through the middle. This could be trouble here. The giveaway. Acosta laid off for Brenner. The shot. It's a 2-2 game. The Reds give the ball away in the worst part of the field to do that, and they're punished immediately.
Red Bulls knock off Sporting Kansas City by the score of 1-0. Frankly, if you've been watching this match, you're wondering how Red Bulls ended up finishing with 11. Should have finished with 9, possibly 8. But Red Bulls got the win at Sporting by the score of 1-0. Minnesota and RSL, and Bebe Reynoso got a first-half brace against RSL, but they had to hang on. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends at Bally Sports North, the MLS, their own selves, and YouTube.
And now trapped. Reynoso, lovely delivery through. A real opening here for Luis Amarilla. Goals change games. Goals change everything.
To just lift it up with the goalkeeper, and his run comes in front of Kapelhoff. So even if he doesn't get the shot off, he's probably going to get tripped there.
Cuts it through beautifully. Chang across goal again. And Real Salt Lake have responded.
Delani a little slow to track the runner. DJ Taylor can't get his toe on it. Then you have 2 or 3 white jerseys inside the box.
Up to either side have up their sleeve. Chavarino's ball in towards goal. Brilliantly done. situation within a matter of moments.
Really well done on the service there, but it's the second run. It's not the first run. It's not Kappelhoff. It's Julio Anderson. Julio, excuse me. A lot of times the attacking players get all the attention.
Fischer, a chance to seal it. Good save by the glove. Touchon appears to have seen enough. And he does ever so well, but it's unfortunate to not win a corner. There goes the final whistle.
Charlotte gets their first win on the board, a 2-1 win on the road in Houston, and you can't have a moment for Charlotte without your Shinya Shimmy. So here's the highlights once again, courtesy of our friends at WFNZ. Houston's local television, their own selves, MLS and YouTube.
Steal again there by Bronico, and going forward with his Shinyashiki. Andre in the box. Andre got behind his man. Andre with a shot. They score! Andre Shinyashiki with the insurance marker! And Charlotte FC is up 2-0!
And he deserves it. He's smiling, he's delighted, and he absolutely deserves it. That's what substitutions are about, Will. They're about making a decision. They're about making a difference. They're about bringing on a player that has a point to prove. And Andre, after missing that one, there was nowhere else he was going to go for apart from goal. He wound through traffic. He showed his skill onto his left and buries it home. Fantastic. And now we don't have to worry just as much about those rude chances with the 2-goal cushion.
And not only is that a goal for Shinyashiki, but that's a win for Christian Lattanzio.
Nashville had a 2-0 lead against Portland at Geodis, but it didn't last. Nashville ends up with the 2-2 draw after Portland's Yaroslav Nizhgoda draws a penalty, then scores the equalizer, so shared result for Nashville and Portland. San Jose, in probably one of the most earthquakian MLS-ian ways to score a goal, had a lead 1-0. They won it 2-1. Here's how the goofy goal was scored. Once again, courtesy of our friends at Bay Sports California, MLS, and YouTube.
Tunisia for the U20s and then also for the Olympics. This is Montero putting a shot on. Turned aside by Slonina. That one hits the bar. And another shot put on. Espinoza still trying. That one hits the bar. Tapped in. Goal. San Jose. Benji Kikanovic. And the Quakes lead 1-0. They break the seal in the 47th minute.
I think you've got to call this a team goal. Everybody had a shot on this one. It came back out there on the left-hand side. Benji hits the crossbar. He finally comes back out again, and there's the post. And then it gets knocked in by Benji Kikanovic into the roll in the empty net. Gaga Slonina is on the floor because of the previous save. And just a wonderful start to the second half by the Quakes. On the front foot and getting their just rewards.
Espinoza had a turn. Montero had a turn. And the lightest tap is the one that gets it done. And for Benji Kikanovic, his first goal of the season.
Action on your Sunday in Major League Soccer. You have a handful of night games here on July 4th. Your numbers, courtesy of our friends at Odds Portal. Orlando City at home, -122. Your 90-minute draw is a +273. DC United is a +316. Colorado at 9 o'clock Eastern hosting Austin. Colorado a -149. Austin is a +368. Your draw is a +308. FC Dallas and Inter Miami. FC Dallas at home a -192. Your draw is a +329. And Inter Miami on the road is a +500. LA Galaxy hosting Montreal is your nightcap at 10:30. LA Galaxy is a -132. And your draw is a +313. CF Montreal on the road is a +303. Now, taking the tour of everything going on in the world of soccer here on your Monday. Cristiano Ronaldo, Chelsea is now the question on the board. First, Ronaldo wanted to stay. Now, Ronaldo wants to go. Now, it appears that Chelsea might be at the front of the line to grab Cristiano Ronaldo. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Christian Eriksen has agreed in principle to join Manchester United on a free. Looks like that one might be a 3-year deal. Also, on the board, looks like, once again, Chelsea. Speaking of Chelsea, who plan on being very, very busy, they are in advanced talks with Raheem Sterling, and Bayern also wants Chelsea target Matthias de Ligt. Barca has signed Andreas Christensen and Frank Kessie, both on free transfers. Release clauses for both have been set for a total of £430 million. Arsenal has signed Gabriel Jesus. It's completed. Our national nightmare is over. Gabriel Jesus has now been signed by Arsenal, and so he is now in at just under $50 million. Manchester City has signed Calvin Phillips on a 6-year deal for a fee in the region of 45 to 50 million pounds for that 6-year contract. Fulham have confirmed a £20 million signing of Palhinha. The Portugal international agreed to a 5-year deal with Fulham after completing the move from Sporting Lisbon. He had been also been courting interest from Wolves, 33 appearances, 3 goals for Sporting in all comps last season. So we'll keep an eye on what it looks like with the teams that are working their way into the Premier League as well. Looks like Newcastle is interested in Diaby in the Ekitike deal that Newcastle has been staring at. Possible the Moussa Diaby deal from Bayer Leverkusen, with the interest that's there, considering other attacking options after there was an impasse in negotiations for Ream striker Hugo Ekitike, and you can keep an eye on everything. We'll keep an eye on that when it comes to Newcastle. Newcastle has been given a $90 million kitty to spend here in the transfer window, so we'll see what the end results are for Newcastle as they continue to chase after talent to improve upon their mid-table finish. In the Daily Mirror, adding to the Cristiano Ronaldo information, he's been told apparently by Manchester United he must be on the preseason tour this week, despite the desire to leave the club in the near future. Napoli, Bayern, and PSG have all been made aware of Ronaldo's plan to leave Manchester United. Manchester United have reportedly made contact with Paulo Dybala's agent. Erik ten Hag is looking to bolster his attacking options. Once again, United closing in on the signing of Frankie de Jong after an initial transfer fee was agreed to with Barcelona, and now they're looking for a direct replacement. Newcastle has reportedly entered the race to sign Yuri Tielemans, and they're also preparing new contract talks with Callum Wilson to keep him there long term. Arsenal have been given renewed hope of sealing a deal for Bologna starlet Aaron Hickey. Thomas Frank is refusing to comment on a transfer, and obviously Cristiano Ronaldo's desire to leave Manchester United would free up a lot of money to help out Manchester United as they're trying to reduce all of their outgoing costs for the upcoming year. Also from the Guardian and the Express, once again, it's a lot of news on Cristiano Ronaldo. He seems to be the front and center for all the news. Manchester United reportedly ready to use Alex Telles and Eric Bailly in a swap deal to land Pau Torres. Todd Bowley interested in making a statement by shortly after becoming the new Chelsea owner, signing Neymar. Keep an eye on that. Arsenal reportedly held talks with the agent of Lille youngster Amadou Onana as sporting director Edu scouts out the midfield alternatives to Yuri Tielemans. Antonio Conte has been informed that Bayer Leverkusen defender Pierre Hincapie will not be joining Spurs as the 7th signing in the summer. Newcastle is also still hopeful that they can sign Jesse Lingard, although he is having talks with Tottenham and Everton. According to the Daily Star, West Ham have agreed to a deal to sign Villarreal star Ono Danjuma. Personal terms wrapped up with the Dutchman in short order. Also on the board, you've got transfers working their way over in Eastern Europe. You have Kyle Larin has been moved to Club Brugge on a free transfer, and so we'll keep an eye on his continued movements. When you look at news on MLS, part of it now is involving more talent attached to DC United. Griffin Yao for $100,000 plus 35% of any kind of a sign-on. Now to Westerlo in Belgium. It's now official, according to Stephen Goff. DC United, $100,000, 35% sell-on, additional cash tied to his appearances and performances. According to Jeff Kassouf, the entire 10-team Intercontinental playoff for the final 3 spots of the Women's World Cup. That's going to be in New Zealand in February of 2023. New Zealand is co-hosting the World Cup with Australia. Reminder about Tyler Adams. It looks like he is heading to Leeds in very short order And for those interested in a bit of the background, the relationship between Jesse Marsch and Tyler Adams, with their relationship there in Leipzig. Go read Grant Wall's material there to get caught up on Jesse Marsch and Tyler Adams. U20s had a big win in their tournament, putting 6 on the board to secure berths in the Olympics and the U23 World Cup. Tyler Wolff started the scoring, once again, courtesy of our friends at CONCACAF, FS2, and U2.
And the backup goalkeeper just signed by Houston as well. But mostly domestic players. Hopkins, good cross, great header, and the US. Well, a goal out of nothing, 2 passes. Wolff, emphatic with the finish, and the US just opened Dominican Republic up and get the opening goal of the match.
That's a fantastic goal. And when you look at the way Dominican Republic are set up, they're playing with 5 in the back. And so for them, for the U.S. to still find the space, first and foremost, it's a good run off the ball into the wide area. And then the ball is just perfectly weighted. Jackson Hopkins this is a peach of a cross, just puts it on a platter there. And the run from Tyler Wolff, committed. He doesn't stay wide. He's coming inside. No one's tracking the runner. And from 6 yards out.
From Fabrizio Romano leads the numbers attached to Tyler Adams from RB Leipzig. Done deal. Here we go. So we know it's doubly confirmed. Deal completed for £20 million. Add-ons included 100% agreed. Jesse Marsch wanted him. Adams will travel to England soon to undergo medical tests and sign a long-term deal. The numbers being tossed around 5 or 6 years for the deal there with Adams as he heads to Leeds. That's a quick look at everything that has gone on today on Monday. And Soccer Over There will return next week, and we'll take you through all the paces for everything going on in MLS with Soccer Down Here starting once again tomorrow, and Soccer Over There once again on your Monday nights, where we take you through everything going on in Europe. For everybody here at SDH, enjoy the games tonight. Play it safe, everybody. See you soon.